Hey you guys, it's my very first video on YouTube and I want to talk to you about stickers. Um, I'm going to be sharing with you some albums that I have. I try to label the spines of each one. So this book has 80s vintage SnS, which is scratch and sniff, Hallmark. So let's get into it. So I am a child from the early 70s. So I grew up in the 80s. And stickers were everything. I mean, everything. The first page has glitter hearts. I remember keeping albums with all my stickers in them, trading with my friends, going to the mall, going to card stores, getting stickers that they sold on the rolls, Hallmark ones that they sold in sheets. So let's talk. So this page has got some great 80s flair on it. I do want to say this strip and this strip are 80s graphics, but they are not from the 80s. I actually bought them from Amazon in a little dispenser box. It came out like tape. So that's the story with those. A lot of these glittery or prismatics, very popular in the 80s. I used to have a lot more of these. There was one for each month. This is January 1984. I'll try to show you the years when I can. A lot of these were very popular in vending machines. Moving on, we got more hearts. Hearts were popular. Rainbows were the thing. You guys, these teddies. I love these little teddies. I have no idea what the brand is. And I had one. It was either him or him from my original collection in the 80s. And there's some great sticker groups out there on Facebook with fellow collectors. We trade, we sell. And I had found somebody else that had more of these teddies and I bought them from her. And I think I have them all. I haven't seen any others. I wish they had a brand so I could look them up, but no brand on there. Hallmark, Razzle Dazzles, Garfield was fairly big in the 80s. This kind of looks like a vending machine sticker. And I'll kind of talk about sources for stickers, vintage stickers, while I go through this book. We all remember Garfield. I have a couple puffy ones. This one, I've had him forever. I don't know why, but I just love his goofy, like, wasted look. Like, I don't know what he's drinking. Pac-Man. Mork from Mork and Mindy. Oh, look at the date on that. 1979. That was a popular TV show. This guy, so 80s, right? We would have thought, oh my gosh, he was so fun. I think this is just like a sticker from a photography company, like a promotional sticker, and I bought that from somebody on one of the sticker groups on Facebook. I just thought he was just so 80s. These guys too. Moving over here, Sanrio, 1976, 1981, My Melody. This is, I've had this sheet for years. Hello Kitty, Tuxedo Sam, really old sheet. You can tell by the discoloration and the yellowing, 1979. I got this Wayne's World sheet, again, not 80s, but 90s. Still super cool. Babe alert. Wham and Duran Duran, loved them. This glitter, Michael Jackson-esque glove, breakdance. Now this guy, I got this sticker when I was in Denmark, when I was 11. I don't remember exactly what it says. I translated it, it's on the back. It's something along the lines of like, I came in here, now what was I looking for? I don't remember. It's something like that. You guys, scratch and sniff. All the rage. So what's great about these is a lot of them, most of them still smell. These sweet scents, I had a few of these from my original collection and I added more to the collection from buying them from fellow sticker collectors on Facebook groups. And a lot of these I actually got from my boyfriend one year for Christmas, got me a box of vintage stickers that he bought off eBay. So that was really awesome. Love these turkey times. They don't smell like turkey though. They smell like root beer. More scratch and sniffs. So these ones, this sheet, not this one, these ones, I actually recently got them this past summer. So I got them at this place called Martin's, which is a small chain of stores up in Maine, the state of Maine. And it's like those stores I love, like Ocean State Job Lot, Big Lots, Ollie's, like a mishmash discount store, and you never know what you're going to find. And sometimes, like, I just have a feeling, like, if I see a store, I'm like, I feel like there would be stickers in there. And there were. So I grabbed them. I went back multiple times to get stuff, and I always grabbed more. So I always, when there's multiples, I'll keep some for myself, sell the rest. Usually can make my money back plus some. Look, it was $1.19 for 2 sheets. Here's some more scratch and sniff. Also, these Hallmark sheets with the little animals. Oh my gosh, so popular. Look, 1976, 1982. So cute, the little critters. Now these pressure sensitive Christmas stickers, $1.99. When you are in 1990, when you're at your Goodwill or your Savers, check out them for stickers. Go to the stationery section, the craft section, the children's section. Go to the section where they might have like bagged lots of little odds and ends and little cellophane baggies. They call them grab bags. You never know what you're gonna get. Here's some Hallmark stickers, some sheets. Love these frogs. When my parents at one point owned a condo when I was young and in the 80s, and my mom had a downstairs bathroom that was all frog decorated. It had white wallpaper with green hearts, and everything inside the bathroom was frogs. These are from the early 2000s, from my son's collection. He was born in 2004, so he loved little Fisher-Price, little people. So snagged those because he doesn't care now. You guys, this sticker, I loved this sticker. I don't know what it is about it. There's no brand on it, but I remember him. I think I traded with my friend Christine in middle school for him, and I thought I lost him. So I described him to the fellow sticker collectors on Facebook and the Facebook groups, and I was able to source another one. So now I have 2, and I don't know what it is, but I just love him. He's just adorable. Moving into these were called Oilies or Mystics, very coveted, very popular. There's a set of 2 Danish flags. My dad and stepmom live up in New Hampshire, so that's a pretty old one. These are some Kellogg Fun Stamps. I got these in a lot, either from Marketplace. It's another great place to look for stickers, or eBay, Goodwill.com. Goodwill.com has online auctions from Goodwills across the U.S. There's some Kathy stickers, pretty old, 1993. Again, these are like the other ones. I think I got these at Savers or Goodwill, 1989. She's just sweet. She reminded me of like a little Danish girl. Same with these. They're called decals, but they're pretty old, 1981. Kind of reminds me of something that you'd see, like, somebody would have like a strawberry motif kitchen, in the 70s or the early 80s. Moving on into the 90s, we all remember this winking cat, sold in vending machines, sometimes stuck on the back of your car. This super cool sheet here. We've got your Furby, your ultra cool gigantic computer, your super modern cell phone, ring pops. I just got these from an online auction on Facebook in one of the groups. 90210, love Dylan. Ugh, rest in peace. What a hunk he was. Ugh. So moving on to some Hallmark sheets. Let's see if I can grab some dates for you on these. 1991. The other ones aren't dated. And I tried to do like a little bit of a holiday theme here. Also, when I can find packs of Hallmark sheets, I'll keep one and I'll try to sell the others or trade. So, great idea if you can find yourself some stickers out in the wild. Love these little cats. Look how sweet those little koalas are. So cute. More Hallmark. These 1990 vintage, which is crazy because that's when I graduated high school. This is a cool sheet. The brand is Rose Art from 1998. I believe I got this sheet and maybe a couple other sheets, but they might not have been complete, from Goodwill. When you're at Goodwill, check, I don't know if I said it before, check the stationery section in the children's section. I believe Rose Art would sell like craft kits with like stickers and markers and crayons and things like that. Moving into some more classic 80s, I've got some heavy metal bands here. I know Judas Priest, and then the name of this band is totally escaping me. If you know, put it in the comments. It's not Dokken, right? Oh my gosh. That's gonna drive me crazy. And then of course Duran Duran. Loved them. Loved Simon Le Bon. He was my favorite. So these two right here, this mini and these awesome sunglasses and ski goggles, I actually found multiples of these, and these are still in the package, at a local, down the road from my house, outdoor flea market. So I was able to grab these. I kept a set for myself and sold the rest. And these are definitely 80s. The year is on the back. We've got some more Hallmark. We've got some 1984 Hallmark, 1991. This page is totally 80s with all the sayings we used to say. Barf me out, gag me with a spoon. Remember, what's your damage? What's your damage, Heather? From that movie, Heathers. I want to rewatch that. So these, the brand name is escaping me. I think it's called AmScan. AM-SCAN. I found these at my local Goodwill, well, the town next town over, and there were multiple, so I kept one of each mod for myself because they're a little bit different, and then I sold the rest, and they were really, they generated a lot of interest. People were really into these, and I think they're from the 90s. I thought they were cute, so kept a set for myself. Loved these fuzzy Merlins. This is actually not a sticker. Well, it's a card that I just thought was so sweet and vintage looking, so I made it into a sticker using my Xyron little sticker machine. It's like a little hand crank thing. You put your piece of paper in and it attaches an adhesive backing. These are not stickers. Obviously, they're tattoos. I do not know the year on them. They look vintage to me. I got them probably in the last month or two at my either Savers or Goodwill. It says $1.50 on them. That's not what I paid. They came in a lot. They came in a package of multiple sets. So I kept one of each and I listed the others in my album on my Facebook sticker group. So that's it for this book, you guys. Oh, let me just pop in with this. I always keep like any kind of tag information from an album in the back just in case I want to find another album like this to match my set. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for sticking with me. Take care, guys.